Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, the 10th of February. I think Cleo is going to join us again. Well, come on then. Fortunately, this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, so I don't have to rush it. Right, what's happened this week? Well, I haven't had any sales since Sunday, but my page is still very small compared to a lot of the other ones, so I'm not surprised yet. We will build this up. Oh, I love hearing that ka-ching sound. Um, but yesterday, when I did my short video, I realized I had earned another subscriber. So thank you to whoever you are. Welcome. I hope you enjoy my channel, as this is very low key technology at the moment, but as it grows, maybe that will change. And I hope nobody minds my cat. Um, right. So today I went out to the post office to deliver so I can send out the orders that we did have, which were the 6 jars. The buyer didn't go with the other 4. She said they are beautiful, but I think I'm okay with the 6. And I was like, that's fine. I'll go ahead and list them. So nothing wrong with giving them first refusal on things. And the beautiful book on Kenya. Oh, sorry to see that go. The photography in that was beautiful, but I just put my feed back up and I just said, I told the buyer that I said nearly cap it, but I'm happy it's going to somebody that will appreciate it, because that's the one that in under a minute, the second I listed that, it went, and I wish all of them would. um, yeah, so obviously, because I've got about half an hour before my next lesson where I get to go on and teach my little cherubs. I shouldn't complain. I have a great job. Um, Took a spin through the charity shops. Now, what I've been finding in the research that I've been doing on YouTube is that I'm probably paying a little too much through charity shops. Uh, Ian at Rancid Gonzo, I think that's the name of his page. Fantastic bloke, really good advice. I love his videos. Um, yeah, he says they're not the ideal place. They're worth checking out, but if unless you're paying, he tends to pay really low prices for his books because he goes and gets massive hauls. They're worth checking out because sometimes they'll have a bin of books that they're just trying to shift, or they've got stock upstairs that they haven't been able to shift. So it's worth having those conversations. And I have had a couple of those conversations. Otherwise, I tend to get sort of the vintage nonfiction books from charity shops. Now those will sit for a while, but they'll sell. And when they do sell, you do make quite a bit of money on them. I sold that cookbook for 14, the vintage cookbook. And I've had some nibbles on some other things. There was another one of those Muhammad Ali books at the cancer charity, so I have paid too much for that one. But again, I know somebody I can give that as a gift to, so I can always get the other one and give that one as a gift. It's really, that's not that. And you live and learn these things. So yeah, there is one charity shop, the Mind Charity Shop, and there's 2 that I love going into just because I support their causes so much. The Wood Green Animal one here, and they know me really well, and I get a lot of bric-a-brac from them. Although my favorite place is Ace Kettering for bric-a-brac, but like I said, it's worth checking some of these places out because they support the animals, and I support animals. And that is the underlying goal of this, is that I want to be able to make this eBay page work so I can really spend more time with my animals. I rescue farm birds, and I want to expand it. Going off on a tangent here. Anyway, so yeah, I'm probably paying a little bit too much. The Mind one sells hardbacks for 75p, but really good ones, really good quality ones. So I think you can kind of bundle that up and still make some money off that. You're not going to make a lot. So yeah, we'll see. I was thinking of just doing Vinted for books, and I just had a look at Vinted and what even really good bundles go for, and they go for naff all. But then again, you don't pay any fees on Vinted. eBay, though, they still kind of go for a bit more, and I think with postage and fees, you still make a bit more. I don't know. It really depends. I think you really have to sort of hedge your bets on Vinted. Plus the fact that you can promote your books on eBay and they stay up and that, and we'll see. Right. So anyway, I'm probably not going to be buying too many more books from charity shops unless they're really specific things that you're going to get some decent money on. Small haul today, very small, £8, £8, and that's good because I'm also noticing that I'm going in, and when I went in before, sorry, Cleo, I have to put you down because I have to bring Mahal up, honey bun. Oh wow, that's beautiful, and now I'm kind of like, it's beautiful, but do I want to risk shipping that because it's breakable? Although I've been pretty lucky so far. Oh, that book looks great. Too much, I've been looking at Facebook Marketplace. So I've got I've put some requests out asking if those books are still available. I've got to go up to Nottinghamshire next weekend with my friend who's going to take me up. And there's for the Toby jugs that I'm going to buy. And there is a book called It's Not Too Far From There. So I'm going to see if my friend minds making a couple stops along the way back. And one's in Peterborough as well. And that's a nice big one. And then you're looking at like 20-30p a book, hardcover, paperback. And then you can make it work a lot better. Right. But again, still worth checking the charity shops out because occasionally get rare books. They have the bargain bins and stuff, books that they just want to shift. And like you say, you can always have that conversation about what do you do with the books that you can't shift. Unfortunately, we have a lot of chain based charity shops. So if they don't sell here, they'll send them down to the next town. But again, still worth having a look. Right. So one thing that I did find today in the Mind charity shop, and these all ranged from 75p to £1, study guides, A-level biology. So that's in really good condition. Bit of a crease on the front, but it looks, other than that, really good condition. So I'm going to put that on. Hopefully these start selling pretty soon because we are coming up to exam season here in England. So yeah, and then to go with that, it's one of these little small GCSE revision guides for statistics. I have absolutely no use for this, so that is going to go on. I'll probably charge a couple of quid for that. I also might start paying the postage. I have to look at the numbers. That could probably be like a large letter, so you wouldn't have to pay too much for it. Or send it second class delivery. I mean, if you want it tracked, then you got to go for the postage label. If you want to send it second class delivery, you're going to save a little bit more. Some people don't mind it, and it'll take a little bit longer to get there. Okay, this one, I think the NLP for teachers, how to be a highly effective teacher. I should probably keep this. Give it a read. Yeah, so that was, I think, 75p. So I'm going to put that on. That's in really nice condition. Lots of little helpful hints. Somebody that's just doing their NQT, or their induction year, or studying to be a teacher. I'm hoping to be retiring in the next decade or so. People were, when I tell people how old I am on my videos, they're amazed. I turned 60 this year, so please feel free to say you don't look it in the comments. Yeah, tools for practice in occupational therapy. I saw that. That's in really good condition. That would be anybody that's studying occupational therapy. I've got your book. Yeah, I do find that textbooks do go quite well. I've got a real chunker on here too. It was about the one about forensics. So I might have a look at relisting that, seeing what I'm charging for it, but then maybe saying I'll do the postage. We'll see. I'm not giving this stuff away. Okay, again, occupational therapy and mental health is another one I should probably flip through. Second edition. So, I mean, it's not a rare book, but again, somebody studying to be a nurse, a mental health nurse, might find that interesting. I really hope so, because I'm getting quite a stack back here, and I really don't want to have to run a storage unit. Although, what's her name? Back from Burnout. She's lovely. I love watching her. She's from Australia. So you got to be really careful. You can't do like for like with Australia, because stuff that sells down there may not sell here. Their seasons are opposite. But she's funny. She's really always smiling, and she's got, I think, a massive storage unit available. If only I could be that successful. I'd probably just boot my tenants out and use their bedrooms. Dave, Andre, I won't, don't worry. I don't even know if they know what I'm doing. Next one, OCR, exam board, physical education, and PE. So you students out there that are studying PE, got your book. This is the actual text. It's not a revision guide. And I believe it's got the CD-ROM in it, complete. Sometimes you buy these and they don't have the CD-ROM. This one does. Actually, a lot of young people don't know what that means anymore. It's called me. Just got me. Okay, oh, last one now. This was from the Cancer Charity, and I do take a look in there because they do have that bin of books that they usually 50p, 40p. I had to flip through. It wasn't anything that I really wanted to carry home, and I really had to go to the bathroom. This is probably a good thing, so I didn't hang around for too long. I usually stay away from children's books, but this one, and the Cancer Charities tend to charge a little bit more. But they're cancer charities, and we've all probably been through it with somebody. We've all lost a few people, but Pippi Longstocking. This is hardcover, and it is in the box, and it's got the ribbon, and it is in very good condition. And I remember reading Pippi Longstocking when I was young. They wanted £3 for it. I took it. I got it, and I did run a check on eBay, and there are some that have sold for about 10. So with postage, you're probably looking at about a £4 profit if you sell it for 10. If I can get somebody to pay the postage on it. But yeah, it is in very good condition. So yep. I didn't realize that she was from Sweden so a long time ago. That's very recently. I have so many friends in Sweden. They're like, you didn't know she was from Sweden? Okay, and then I got one little item, a little bit of bric-a-brac, a little jewelry box. I think that's quite sweet. It was listed as £1.50, but they said, no, we're reducing it. We want to get rid of it. You can have it for £1. So yeah, it's not musical. It's just a little section for rings. It's nice and satiny on it, very good condition. So I got that. So all of that was £8. About £8.75 or something, so it wasn't too much money. So yeah, need smaller hauls because I need to start shifting some of these books. Right, so that's the long video for today. Longer video, it's not a short. If I sell anything today, I will definitely be back on bragging about it. Well, not bragging about it, but being very happy. If you have gone onto my eBay page and if you bought anything, I always thank my buyers. Thank you so much. I'm just getting started. I've got just over 800 listings, against some people that have just got hundreds of thousands of them. But, Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. So, I need to get ready to teach my lovely little cherubs online. Like I said, I got a great job. Can't really complain. So, thank you again. Please like and subscribe. I want to build the YouTube channel up. Let's get all these irons in the fire and going. Everybody have an amazing day, and ciao.